I got a little bit behind schedule, but not too bad, as I'm prone to do from time to time. And I felt like it was a good time, as promised, to give you a post-Super Bowl 2018 NFL mock draft. It is 2 rounds. I believe I may have promised 3. Well, you got 2! So too damn bad. You'll get other bigger, longer, uncut mock drafts in the future. There you go. And if some of you are wondering if I've started to do scouting reports, yes. I've done the top 8 or so quarterbacks in terms of the biggest, most notable names. I'm getting ready to move on to the running backs, Saquon, Derrius Guice, Ronald Jones, so forth. Then it'll be wide receivers all the way through the first shelf of each of the position groups. Then I'll come back to quarterbacks, do the next group, and so on and so forth, up to the 2018 NFL Draft. So make sure you check out those scouting reports, specifically the ones about Rosen, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen. I'm sure a lot of you will get a kick out of it if you haven't seen them already. But anyways, let's talk about this newest updated mock draft. You will notice one big change at the top, and that is I've got Baker Mayfield, not Josh Allen, going number 1 to the Cleveland Browns. You're hearing some buzz, you're hearing some rumors that the Browns might be really hot for Baker Mayfield, especially some of the people in the organization may very well like Baker Mayfield. And here's what I will say. Not the quarterback I would take number 1 overall, but for the Cleveland Browns, if that's your dude, if that's the guy that you settle on, that's the guy that you want to take, then to me, it represents the size of the balls in the organization. I don't know if it represents the size of the brains. That, of course, would remain to be determined. But as much as everybody might talk about taking somebody like a Josh Allen, taking tremendous guts, talking about taking a 6-foot quarterback with off-the-field questions number 1 overall is significantly more ballsy, significantly more risky, significantly more gutsy. And if he is that dude, or regardless of the player, when they identify that player, you must take him at number 1 overall. It's like draft day, Kevin Costner. No matter what, if Baker Mayfield's your guy, then you take him no matter what. You don't draft Barkley number 1. You come back and maybe trade up from 4 to ensure that you get him. But you must get that quarterback at all cost. And in this case, it doesn't cost you anything but money and time to take the guy number 1 overall. Do not gamble and risk and try to pick up additional picks. That's the old way the Cleveland Browns, since they frankly came back into the league in '99. They loved over the years to trade back and accumulate additional picks, and none of that crap ever worked out. New regimes are supposed to mean new leadership, new styles, new vision, new direction. If that's your dude, then take the dude. Furthermore, if John Dorsey and his team are doing this as a smokescreen to get somebody like the Broncos, somebody like the Jets, to trade up to number 1 overall for a 6-foot quarterback with off-the-field issues, then my God, give that man Executive of the Year immediately. Insane how far we've come. And we've still got a long way to go. We haven't even gotten to the combine yet. We haven't gotten to the pro days, the individual team workouts. A lot of things can change. And keep that in mind as you look at this mock today. I'll continue to say it. Now, this is about talking points. This is about trying to assess stock at this point in time in certain players, up, down, otherwise, and playing out scenarios and so forth. So it's not set in stone. Like I said, we got 2.5 months left still. A lot of time. But crazier shit has happened. I've still got Darnold going number 2 to the Giants. I've got the Colts still taking Saquon Barkley at number 3. Fitpatrick 4. Quenton Nelson going 5 to the Broncos. Josh Allen goes to 6. If there's a prop bet right now in Vegas, and it says the over-under on quarterbacks being taken in the top 5 is 2.5, take the under. If it's telling you the over-under on quarterbacks going in the top 6 is 2.5, take the over. Because to me, it sure seems to set up, at least right now, like you're going to have 3 quarterbacks go in the top 6. Just saying. And if the money is still really big on Baker Mayfield and Josh Allen, if you got $100 to spare, drop $100 on each of them, potentially going number 1 overall as a prop bet. Guarantee you'll make your money back. Guaranteed. Again, I'm going to emphasize, guaranteed, unless Sam Darnold goes into the mix and screws everything up. But the Bucs still come out big winners with Bradley Chubb. For the Bears fans out there that might want to disagree with me, who would you rather have? Calvin Ridley or potentially Black Brian Urlacher? When the Bears have historically, for the most part, been at their best and most relevant over the years, they have had a great running game and they have had a great inside linebacker, great middle linebacker. To have Jordan Howard and then to double that up with Tremaine Edmunds, a guy that would provide tremendous value and tremendous impact and tremendous upside at only 19 years of damn age, mind you. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. I've got Josh Rosen, yes, going number 15. And I continue to go up and down about him. Like, I feel less confident about where I'm assessing him than any of the other quarterbacks at this point. I won't start to feel really comfortable about it until after the combine. I feel like he's going to drop more in the range that I think he's going to drop, but I could be wrong. I just wonder if he's going to go there and he's going to rub teams the wrong way and they're going to look at some of the flaws and realize that he is overrated as tits. Well, tits aren't overrated. You get my point! Overrated. As I have started to watch the prospects in this draft, I will say the quarterback class is a little bit better than I was giving it credit for a couple of months ago, but I still don't think it's great. The running back class is close to similar to last year's. I don't know if it has quite the star potential at the top of last year's class with Cook and Fournette and McCaffrey and Kamara, talking about the guys that I had graded the highest. But there's some really good running backs. Really good. Weak year for wide receivers. I think at the top, the tight end class is better than it's giving credit for. The interior offensive line class is really, really good. If you want a guard or a center and you miss out on Quenton Nelson, don't fret. You got Billy Price, Isaiah Wynn, Will Hernandez. You've got all types of dudes in this draft. Really, really good class in terms of interior linemen. Really, really good class. I'm not quite sure if I would call this a great draft class yet. I'm not even sure I would call this a very good draft class yet. I have to evaluate and grade more prospects before I can really, really formulate more of an opinion. But that said, it's my 2-round mock. You're welcome to ask questions about it, give comments about it in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. Subscribe! Most underrated sports talk guy here on YouTube is me, the Schlag Daddy. So you should subscribe and follow. Do what an increasing number of cool kids do. And thanks to all of you for helping get this channel to 10,000 subscribers. I, once again, thank you. Goodbye.